Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Explore and Learn by NK. So today I'm going to talk about how we can generate the MUnit test cases using MuleSoft Vibes for an existing project which has been created in Anypoint Studio. So let's take an example that I have created this SAP employee demo in Anypoint Studio. Now I want to generate the MUnit test cases with 100% code coverage in Code Builder using MuleSoft Vibes, right? So for this, I have written some guidelines for this custom rules so that we can apply these rules in before generating the MUnit test cases so that MuleSoft Vibes can follow these guidelines. So here I have created, okay, meanwhile, this is the project created in Anypoint Studio. So I have built it, it's deployed, it's built successfully. Now I'll try to open this in uh, Anypoint Code Builder. So it is in SAP Employee Demo. So let it open. Yeah, if you see here, it is open. Canvas is loading. So meanwhile, just go through this the guidelines which I have created. So enforce some best practices for MUnit test cases for MuleSoft flows, and the test class name use Pascal case and end with tests so that the name would be relevant, and test method names also should be descriptive according to the test scenario, and create separate tests for positive scenario, negative scenario, validations, and empty payloads, null variables, etc. And mocking strategy, mock all the external calls and return realistic mock payloads and mock the doc ID and doc name. For assertion, we have to use these MUnit tools set assert, HTTP status, return valid HTTP status code, and MUnits verify. The output format would be provide the full XML, and they provide any necessary data weave into scripts. And then if any database connectivity is there, then database select processor to return DB connectivity. So that and our goal is to achieve 100% code coverage. So first thing, I'll add this rules. Okay, this is loading. Canvas is loading. So meanwhile, I'll just put first we need to try to build mvn clean install. So let's try to build it. Then meanwhile, I'll add this custom rules, global rules for munit dot md. I've saved it. So run command. So first I'll try to build this project in Anypoint Code Builder because first time I am opening this project in Anypoint Code Builder. So let's try to build it. Then we'll generate the MUnit test cases. Yeah, task completed has been successfully built, executed successfully. Okay, so now I'll generate the test cases, MUnit test cases for this. SAPI employee demo. Mm, Okay, so once I think it's the build process is not complete, you can well should ready to deployment. So I'm giving the prompt generate a comprehensive MUnit test suite for the SAP employee demo. The goal is 100% code coverage, right? So what I did, I have created the project in Anypoint Studio and I have opened in the Anypoint Code Builder. And I have written the test case, some guidelines, custom agent force rules for the for MUnit, so that I have imported into this globe manage agent force rules and workflows. And I am giving this prompt. So the prompt should also be very uh, detailed and uh, detailed and relevant prompt should be there. So now it is generating. So yeah, I have given the command generate MUnit test cases for SAP employee demo project, and the goal is 100% coverage for the flow and processor. So again, the recap, it's creating SAP employee details test suite, save. And so what I did, first I created the project, the existing project, which is been which was in Anypoint Studio. Then I have opened in Anypoint Code Builder, and I have written some set of guidelines for the best practices for a minute tests. So which I have imported in this manage agent force rules and workflows. And I have given the input as generate a comprehensive immunity test suite for the SAP employee demo. The goal is 100% full flow and processor coverage. So now this the suite has been created, and now it is checking this execute the command using ambient clean tests, so that we can check if all the test suites are successful, and what is the coverage. So first thing, again, we can start with the existing projects. We can open in the anypoint code builder, and first we have to build and clean install, so that all that we can see that the project dependencies are all in there or not. So what is it is build failed. Okay, one test and one error. Okay, so coverage report will not be printed. So it is fixing this error. The issue is with a minute runtime version. Okay. So it is modifying the pom.xml, and it is saved. Again, I'll clear the terminal. Again, ambient clean tests. So it will run the command. So ambient clean test is getting executed. So let's see if all the test cases which has been generated, if I show you, yeah. So this is the okay, this is the flow, number of flows we have in this file, and this is the suite it has been created. So let's see. Okay, number of test lists. Okay, so ambient clean test. So it is executing. Let's see if it is passed and what is the coverage. So you can see here this a console happy path not found. Then all the test names are there, right? Unsupported media type, not implemented. So it is following the custom rules which I have mentioned there. Okay, it's deployed now, initializing. Perfect. So it is following. So if we don't give any set of guidelines which I have given, so it will follow their own, right? So if we have any project-based requirements, or client-based requirements that we need to follow certain rules, so we can create the guidelines and then follow ask import, and then it will follow those rules. Okay, one test, one error. So let it fix the error. What is the error? The issue is that helper flows are trying to define error types. Okay, API get. So let it fix the same. Let me again clear it. So again, again, clean tests. We have to run the command. Hope this time it should be successful. So this is the rules I have written. If you want to note down, you can note down. Otherwise, if you want, if you want to have these rules, so you can just put your request in the comment section. Then I'll provide you. Mule container is starting. Initializing app. So run and validate MUnit test. You can see this the steps over here. 15 by 17. 15th steps is getting executed. Okay, now this 12 tests are 12 is run, and out of that 9 got errored out. So let it fix the error task completed. So great, the tests are now a proper MUnit console successfully pass test coverage breakdown. Cases coverage all flows and major scenarios. Mm. So application coverage is 53%, resource 1, flows 4, processor. The test is probably a solid product achieving 100% with additional refinements for the mocking strategies and error handling approaches. The successful passing tests demonstrate that the core business logic is working correctly and being properly validated. Okay, so now if I see here, if I refresh it, so the test cases are created, but this is build failure is there. Let me run this here. Run tests. Canvas. Okay, this is the suite. Let it run here. Build successful. You What I have entered here, my build is failed. Please fix this, and I need 100% coverage. It's only 53.33. So actually, it is 100% coverage. It has written the test suites, but since out of 12, 9 got errored out. So that's the reason why. So I have just asked to fix it. So once it is fixed, so I hope, yeah, 100% code coverage will be there. So I have run this in Anypoint Studio as well. So if we see here, the same. Uh, the code coverage is 53 overall because out of 12, 9 were, added out. So let's see, it is trying to fix it. I need to fix the XML syntax errors with the minute. Okay, eliminates. Let it fix. Then it will generate again. It will execute ambient clean tests. Then we'll see. XML well-formed issues. Let me check the XML structure. Okay, now it has fixed. Perfect. Now let's run the test to see if we can achieve 100% coverage with this streamlined and focused test suite. So I hope, yeah, this time it should successful. Let's see if all the test cases are successfully passed, then the coverage should be 100%. Run started. Mule container is starting. Waiting for coverage client connection input. So sometimes, yeah, it may, it may give some syntax error. So either we can, fix it manually, or we can still give the prompt to fix it. So hope this time it should. Test run no. I mean, it test fails. I think, yeah, let it again. Let it fix. I see there is some issue in API kit error types. Okay. Save. Run the command. Yeah, now this time, yeah, build successful. So all test cases has executed. So let's see the coverage. Total processor, containers. Excellent total server, but we are coverage looking at the coverage report. I can see we need to cover more processors in the main flow. The main flow has only a coverage. So the console file has 50%. Okay, the console file date has not been written. So this, and let me add the additional tests to reach 100% coverage. So it is adding this. So once I think the console is added, then it will have this 100% coverage. API requests. Now run the command. So now this time, yeah, hopefully it should be 100%. So it's running, it's fixed. Now let's hope that it this time it will be successful. So now it is successful, but somehow the coverage is still 53.33%. I think the console test cases has not been added. So the coverage report is 53%. So best practices implemented. I think the console test cases has not been added because it was added out. So I have just omitted it. So this is how we can, create test cases and with the using of set of, custom rules. So I think ideally I should suggest first starts with any particular configuration file or particular flow. So then gradually we can get started. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Mm, Happy learning. Bye.